Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are connecting. It's a pleasure to host you folks today. My name is Himanshu Rukdikar. I'm your host as well as one of your speakers for today. Along with me is my colleague and solution consultant Jinsi Umen. Today we'll be talking about the BMC Helix along with Microsoft Team and Automation Edge integration and how we can essentially reimagine HR and IT that we were doing earlier versus where it can go. And along with that, let's start with the webinar. So when we are talking about the webinar, I would like to start with few housekeeping notes. All participants will be in mute mode and no one will be able to speak directly. But you can, at any point in time, if you have any concerns, feel free to use the questions box that has been highlighted on the screen, which you can utilize from your GoToWebinar console. Questions or comments can also be submitted through questions, and all the questions will be answered at the end of this session. So with the housekeeping out of the way, let's get started. So agenda for today is we are going to see how we can empower BMC Helix and Microsoft Teams integration with Automation Edge to improve employee and agent productivity. We are going to see how organizations can reduce demand on BMC Helix support staff and regulate support availability with automation so that support engineers can be available for the more demanding and more challenging tasks. And we'll also see how we can empower end users to access BMC Helix Service Desk easily via Microsoft Teams. So before we get into the actual crux, let us actually take a look at where the market is and where it is going, right? So in by 2022, almost 20% of customer service will be handled by conversational agents or bots. Around 30% of organizations will deliver proactive customer services using AI based processes and continuous intelligence by 2023, and a whooping 43% increase is expected in ticket volumes due to the pandemic or of the ripple cause of pandemic, right? These stats have been collected from Gartner or MetricNet. Now, what is it that we want to achieve, right? What is it that we are trying to achieve? Now, if we look at our personal lives versus our professional lives, let's take a look at our personal lives first, right? Let's say you're talking about Amazon experience. Consider your e-shopping or e-commerce experience. You simply go to the website whichever you want. Take Amazon for example. You have a clean, straight interface. You search for it, you choose whatever you want, you order it seamlessly without any friction. You get proactive notifications saying, hey, there is a discount on this, you can get coupons. If you use XYZ payment options, you are going to get ABC offers and so on. You also get continuous order status, right? So you know that when your courier or parcel is going to be delivered and when can you expect the delivery, who is going to be your delivery person and so on. And despite the physical movement of goods being involved, there is automation and the delivery is extremely efficient. Now let's take a look at the enterprise IT experience, right? There are complex catalogs which are tedious to navigate. There is always a delay because ticket needs to be assigned first, then approved, then actually ticket resolution time comes into picture, and that proactive approach is missing. As a manager also, a lot of us are overwhelmed with the approvals, and then there is so much work to be done along with these approvals, rejections and form fillings that need to be done, that it results into a delay. And as I mentioned earlier, a manager is also an employee. They have their own deadlines, their own tasks to be done. And then there is IT, who is horizontally underneath everything. They're supposed to manage everything, but they are getting overworked. They are absolutely overwhelmed by mundane L1 L2 tasks. Plus, because of the pandemic, there is this increased workload or there's this increased ticket volume. This is all in addition to like having the standard expectation of keeping the business running even in remote situations. So you can look at this two sides of the slide and you realize that, hey, there is so much discrepancy and how much scope for improvement, right? And how do we give these employees a digital experience? And that is where we are going to talk about, or that is where we want to go today, right? So first of all, to achieve that digital experience for employees, AI and automation needs to be deployed at scale. Employees need to be free. We should not be restricting employees to be using a specific channel for help. We should not say that, hey, you have to visit this site, or you have to call this number, or you have to send a mail, right? It should be an open channel, a multi-channel. So it could be a chatbot like MS Teams, Slack, Skype for Business, etc. Or it can be a self-service catalog like BMC digital workplace, or it could be smart IT. You could be through doing it this through SMS, email, voice, etc. So the employees need to have freedom to raise the issues so that they are not stuck with it. It is critical to have automation for all the channels so that despite or irrespective of where the ticket is created for or raised from, it still is resolved efficiently. There needs to be proactive issue resolution. So BMC already has class leading tools in terms of monitoring and analytics. So it is necessary to monitor these analytics, look at them, and if something is happening, something is going to go down, automation is triggered to ensure that that specific problem is tackled before it escalates and creates a large issue. And of course then you need to have proactive notifications where, let's say, my active directory password is going to expire in 48 hours. Then rather than getting locked out and saying, oh, now I need to call IT, they need to reset my password, how about I get a notification 48 hours in advance saying, hey Himanshu, your password is about to expire, would you like to reset it now? And I can just do all of this on that same proactive channel, right? It could be chatbot, SMS, or anything. So that's the way, that's the direction we are looking at, to give employees those Amazon type or Uber type of experience wherein they can have the similar experience they have in personal lives. Now, if we look from an organization's point of view, right, in terms of sustainability, finance, and accounting, the current cost of ticket, if a support engineer is involved, is roughly around $15. And it's at end of the day, it's frustrating experience for the employees, for the managers, as well as for the IT department. And then there is tremendous wait time for business users, which has a cascading impact on the business growth as well, right? Now, if we were to change this, if we were to go into the future that we just saw in the earlier slide, we have a possibility of getting these costs down by almost 90%, which will get it down to, let's say, one point x dollars. We can improve the turnaround time by almost 90% or even more in some cases. And because of these two things, there would be an efficiency gain for business users to continue doing their work without any business disruption in general. So with all of this, right, as I mentioned earlier, the cost reduction can come down to just $1 from whooping $15 per ticket. Now imagine when your organization has so many tickets, what sort of cost reductions you folks are looking at. Now let's talk a bit about BMC Helix and then we'll go into automation. So BMC Helix is actually the future of service management. So BMC has so many strong tools and Helix continues to carry forward the legacy that has been set up by BMC Remedy Force and BMC Remedy. So today, if you look at the traditional support, it's human driven, all L0, L1, L2. It's an extremely manual process. There are a lot of inaccuracies in it, and as we saw in the earlier slide, it's pretty expensive. But as we are looking at a tomorrow, a brighter and automated tomorrow, we are going to be dealing with chatbots or virtual agents, wherein it's going to be extremely efficient, swift. It is going to be done with a high accuracy, and the costs are also going to be low. And with all of this in mind, when we are talking about from ITSM to cognitive service management, it's important to understand that it's not just ITSM, right, which talks about the service desk, or it talks only, or ITOM, IT operation management, which talks only about operations, right? It's actually a golden combination of both of these, which gives us the entire offering of AI platform, right? Which is continuous insights and automation linked to each other. And this actually allows us to discover, monitor, give service, remediate, as well as optimize processes. It's a five-fold benefit that users would get when they're using BMC Helix. Now, BMC Helix will continue to be the core of your ecosystem. Such a powerful platform will continue to be core of your ecosystem. But we just want to complement some of the capabilities and make it easier for the employees to use and access some of these capabilities of BMC Helix. And that is where Automation Edge comes into picture. It's an automation platform for the digital enterprise that goes beyond RPA, ITP, and standard technologies, right? So it's not going to force you to use any of the technology. If you want, you can use your IT ready connectors. If you want, you can use machine learning. You can use data integration for lightning fast data processing, as well as you can fall back to RPA in case of absence of APIs, or simply because you don't want to use APIs for robots. So it's an all-round platform which allows users to go ahead and utilize different technologies to automate different scenarios, right? And Automation Edge is a well recognized tool with having customers spread globally across all different continents, as well as having global partnership with system integrators, regional system integrators, VARs, etc. And we have been widely recognized by different analyst firms mentioned in multiple reports at multiple levels. So it's a established tool. Now, when we're talking about AI and automation platform for the service desk, essentially what we, as we said in one of the earlier slides, it's all about having BMC Helix service desk at your core, or BMC Helix platform at your core, and then all of the other things revolve around it, right? So you might have different chat channels. Consider Microsoft Teams, as we are going to showcase the demo today, or you have Slack Messenger, you have a web-based messenger, email, Skype for business, whatever. Any of the channels or chatbots can be used to create tickets, and then from there it can talk to any of the different actions and target systems, right? So it could basically be SAP, it could be Windows systems, cloud systems, uh, it could be identity management softwares, it could be asset management softwares, legacy systems, modern cloud softwares, anything. And to achieve the connection between this, there is an entire automation framework which is available, which relies on RPA, IPaaS, and ETL, as we saw in one of the earlier slides. And then two specific layers which are extremely optimized for using the chatbot in HR and IT is pre-built IT skills, wherein the chatbot understands the language of IT, wherein it understands different things like provisioning, resetting, resolving, getting status, assigning tickets, giving access, etc., as well as a really strong and robust knowledge management capability, wherein you can build your own knowledge articles, you can upload them, they can be accessible through chatbots, it can scrape for knowledge articles, it can process documents, get details from discussion forum, and so on. So it's an end-to-end platform that is going to give you a complete holistic view of or complete holistic automation of different business processes within the organization. Now, one of the things that I would like to mention here is the automation and AI impact report can be availed for free of cost for any of the organizations. It could be, it doesn't matter what size your organization is, it doesn't matter how many tickets the organization generates. This is available free of cost for all of you. You basically get a report based on your ticket data, which is created based only on your ticket data. It's completely private and confidential, shared between just us and yourself. The report is made available in just 2 to 3 days, right? 48 to 72 hours, you get the report. And the ROI report is also attached with it for so that you can present it to your management. You can also study what sort of return or investment you are going to get using this report. Now, in terms of TCO, right? Where do we stand? Because some of you might say, "Hey, BMC Helix is already there. Do we have to invest a lot again for Automation Edge?" So that answer is clearly no. If you look at different competition solutions, you have to go for separate vendors for IT automation, RPA automation, AI, and chatbot. Then there's a huge time for implementation. The license costs are high, infrastructure costs are high. Plus, you need to have data scientists to maintain the AI skills. With Automation Edge, all that goes away because it's a single solution. It has simple consumption-based pricing. You get chatbot for free. There's a lot of pre-built connectors also which you can get. The service costs are really really low, and there's no need to maintain AI skills in house because we as Automation Edge will be taking care of that for you. Now, what is value of ITPA as a service, right? Consumption based pricing. So it's basically flexible pay as you go pricing, wherein we are talking about buying sachets instead of buying big jars or bottles, or going for a cup rather than buying Starbucks. You don't want to go for shelfware, right? You just want to have something very simple, something that you can quickly utilize. You know that it gives value, and then you can scale up as you want. And this actually allows you to get a quick realization of ROI. The turnaround time is much faster because these are small packs. No need to go through entire procurement cycles. The scalability is absolutely infinite, as we discussed. You can deploy it without IT. It's cloud based, right? It's just got a couple of clicks, you download it, you're good to go. And there is extreme security there, which follows all industry standards and certifications that are required for such a platform. And the same journey is also available for RPA as a service, right? RPAS as well. Now there are lots and lots of pre-built skills and connectors for IT. I don't want to go into all of these in interest of time, and this is again just a small snapshot of what Automation Edge offers. So you obviously can connect with different service management applications. You can connect with MDM, operating systems and public clouds, monitoring systems, messaging applications, security applications, and so on. Now, about our integration, right, with BMC Helix. So, Automation Edge has a really strong relationship with BMC software and a really good integration with BMC Helix, where Automation Edge connectors for BMC Helix are available across all versions of Automation Edge consumption based pricing. You go for the basic one or you go for the most premium one, you'll always get these connectors. Chatbot, as mentioned earlier, is available with no extra cost. RPA is bundled into solution. You don't have to go to a different solution. And the tight integration with BMC Helix actually makes you feel that it's a single platform that's doing everything, right? It has seamless automation and integration. So you create tickets through chatbot, it gets created in BMC Helix. You do something via chatbot and automation is triggered, but the logs are maintained in BMC Helix. So BMC Helix continues to be the center of your ecosystem. So if we have to talk about costs, right, before we go into the demo, the last couple of slides I want to concentrate on why is it such a good value addition, right? So if you look at the automation stack today, there are so many technologies that can do different things, but you end up paying so much more after you start buying each one of these. But with Automation Edge, there is a modern and cost effective or cost efficient stack for IT automation which can be scaled easily, right? So you get IT process automation, chatbot, IT connectors, accelerators, RPA, chatbot fulfillers, CSM and AI experts on demand. And all of this you can get up to 80% cost savings, right? 80% cost savings as compared to going with other tools. And it's actually going to be a very rapid deployment of IT automation thanks to all of the things that we have seen earlier. So just to summarize what all is being offered, you are going to get pre-built skills for automation and AI skills for IT. The deployment time can be as low as 2 to 4 weeks for IT automation and chatbot go live. AI skills are packaged in an offering so that we can easily take care and help you maintain AI. More than 300 ready connector actions or accelerators are available, and it's just 3 weeks time if you want us to build new connectors for you. So you might come to me and say, hey, I need a new connector for XYZ system, and we can actually go ahead and build that for you within a span of 3 weeks. So that's actually going to add value. This is how we are going to complement the capabilities that BMC Helix does, and just supplement in some areas wherein we can ensure that BMC Helix remains accessible to all the stakeholders within the organization. So with that, I'm going to now start a demo. This is a recorded demo which I'm going to showcase. So I'll start playing the demo now. And once the demo is done, we will be getting into the question and answers. So let's begin.
So here in this demo, what we have done is we have the Automation Edge Cognibot, which we have integrated with Teams. So you can converse with this chatbot in the most untemplatized and unstructured format so that you can achieve an end-to-end automation for any of your use cases. So we emphasize on the fact that you don't have to follow a very templatized or structured format. So here I'll just start a conversation with the bot by saying hi. And the bot is configured to respond to you, do some kind of small talks with you, or give you a list of activities that it is capable of performing. So as you can see here, I've received few utterances. So I can either check the pending approvals if I'm a manager and there are a few approvals that I need to approve. If I want to have a folder access, I can trigger that request. If I want to unlock an AD user, I can do that, or simply check the request or an employee onboarding. You can have any of these services which will provide you with an end-to-end fulfillment. This is completely customizable. Now, for the purpose of demo, I'm going to just trigger one of these use cases here. First, to begin with, let me showcase to you how you can have a shared folder access end-to-end. So in this case, we also have an approval layer. So once a request is triggered, the bot is going to actually have an intent entity extraction. So basically, shared folder access is going to be the intent, and the entity to fulfill this request is going to be knowing the username. So here, as you can see, I've provided the username. The second is going to be the folder to which I require access. So I'll go ahead and enter the folder name, which is AE share folder to which I require access to. And lastly, it is going to be whether I want read access or read write access both. So at the moment, I just want to go ahead and have a read access. So I'm going to select read only. Now, once this bot has conversed with me and captured all of these details, it is going to go ahead and create a ticket for me in my BMC Helix console. And it just does not stop there. It also comes back to me and gives me the request number or the ticket number that I can use to access the ticket. So we'll just wait for the bot to respond back with the ticket number. So ideally, the ticket that the bot is going to create is also going to capture all of these details, including the username that I provided, whether I want read or write access. All of these details are going to be captured. And this request is going to wait for approval. So you can see that I have got the request number. I'll just copy the request number and go ahead and showcase that to you in my BMC Helix console. So I'll just go into my activity, and there you will be able to see the request. It is ending with 527. So here we have the request ending with 527, which is generated by Jinsuman. Let us open the ticket and look into the details. So it is requested by me. So my name is captured. It is awaiting approval. As I said, in this, we have an approval layer as well. And the date and time is also captured in the ticket. Now let me go ahead and approve the request also. Now for the purpose of demo, I myself am going to approve this request, but in the actual scenario, it could be either the people's manager, the IT manager, or the concerned person who will approve this request from his end. And only after the approval, the end-to-end automation will take place. So I'm going to log in into a different account via MS Teams and also approve the request. Now the approver details will also be captured in the ticket. If the approver has any kind of special comments that he wants to provide, all of that details will also be captured in this ticket that has been created in BMC Helix console. So here I am at a different account, and I'm just going to go ahead and, okay, before I give this approval, I would also like to showcase to you the share folder to which we are giving access to. So I'll just show you the permission. As of now, there is no access given to any user. Now I will go ahead and approve this request. Again, here also you can start the conversation by saying hi. And you can just enter in pending approval so that you can look into the various approvals that are pending and approve the required request. So I have got the number of requests that are waiting for approval at my end. I will directly navigate to the ticket number ending with 527 to approve it. So this is the ticket number requested by, and I also have the description which says share folder access. Let me go ahead and approve it. Now, once this ticket is approved, in case I want to provide some special comments, I can also mention that here. So in this case, I do not have any special comments, so I directly go ahead and say approved. And as soon as a request is approved, the execution of the workflow or the actual use case end-to-end fulfillment starts. So basically, all the required actions to be performed for providing the share folder access will be triggered. So we can also look into the status from the admin console that we have. We also call it as the Automation Edge UI, the control room, or the orchestrator. So here in the request tab, you can look into all of the status of your processes or workflows. So we have this BMC shared folder workflow here, which is already completed. So I just approved that request like 20 seconds back, and in the meanwhile, the execution has already been completed. So here we are at the ticket. I will just refresh this page so I can show you the updated status. So you can see that initially the status was waiting for approval and now it has changed to completed. And the approval details have also been captured here, which says that this request has also been approved. So this is how the bot opens a ticket in BMC Helix, does an end-to-end fulfillment, and also takes care of closing the ticket. So it is not that you have to deploy a person to separately look into the open tickets and close it. The bot does the end-to-end fulfillment as well. Now let us go ahead and look at another request from the same chatbot. Okay, before that, to confirm whether the request has been granted or not, I will again take you back to the AE share folder. So here you can see that COVID bot was a name that we provided. That was a username, and the read access has already been granted here as well. Now coming back to the Cognibot, let us trigger another request by conversing with the bot in the similar way. In this case, I am going to go ahead and unlock a user. So it could be an AD user. Now to unlock an AD user, again, the bot is going to have a conversation with me to gather all of the necessary information like the username whom I wish to unlock. So I'll go ahead and enter the username. Now once I provide the username, again the same procedure repeats, wherein the bot is going to create a ticket for me in BMC Helix, provide the ticket details to me, and after that, in this case, it is going to go ahead for an end-to-end fulfillment. So we do not have an approval layer here. In case you want to add an approval layer, you can do it as we showcased to you in the earlier use case. In this case, it is directly going to be an end-to-end fulfillment of the request. So if we can see the ticket has been successfully created, we also have the incident number. Going back to the BMC Helix console, I will enter the incident number here, which is ending with 528. That is for AD unlock user. Let me open the ticket. And in this case, you can see that the execution has already initiated because we do not have an approval. The workflow execution has already initiated. And the details that we provided, which is a username, that is test A2, has also been rightly captured. Now from the Automation Edge UI, here also you can see that the BMC Remedy account unlock workflow has started execution. And once the execution completes, the AD account will be unlocked. So you can look at all of these status, what is happening also from the orchestrator. And once this is complete, that is the activity is completed, the ticket also will be updated with the updated status. So let us go back to the BMC console and check the status of the ticket. So here, if you can see, the ticket has already been closed. That is, it has been completed execution. And all of these details have also been captured in the ticket. Now we have seen two use cases from the chatbot. The third use case that we're going to showcase to you is going to be from the BMC Helix catalog itself. So it is not that we are giving you only a single option to trigger your request. You can also trigger it from your BMC Helix catalog. So let me go ahead to the catalog and trigger the request. So here I am at the BMC Helix catalog. I'm going to trigger the employee onboarding use case here. Now employee onboarding is a very common use case prevalent in most of the organizations, wherein when an employee onboards, the HR requires to create the accounts of the employees across multiple target systems. So it includes an AD account, a Salesforce account, etc., etc. So to do it manually, it is quite a tedious process, but with the help of automation, you can achieve the end-to-end automation. So here the details that we need to provide is the last name, the first name of the employee who is joining it, and the email address, and you can also specify the department in which the employee is joining. So based on all of these details that we provide, the accounts of these employees will be created across these different target systems. Now, in case you have a bunch of employees joining in on the same day, then you can also attach an Excel file as an input, or we as Automation Edge support different file formats. So accordingly, you can attach your input file and create accounts for all of those employees who are joining in. So let me go ahead and provide the last name, the first name, the department in which the employee is joining in. And here for the email, I'm going to provide in my email address so that I can showcase to you how the accounts are created and how the final file is achieved. So once this execution completes, the bot is going to compile all of this information into one single Excel file and send it to the user whose email address is specified here in this space. So we're going to submit this request. Now here again, we have an approval layer. So I will only go ahead and approve this. But in ideal scenarios, as I mentioned, the concerned person can also approve this request from the BMC Helix console itself. So if you can see here, I will go ahead and open a different instance for BMC Helix to approve the request. So here I will go on to the activity and approve the request. So here the employee onboarding use case has come up, which is ending with ticket number 529, which is for Jinsi women. And we can directly go ahead and approve the request. Now, as soon as I approve the request, the execution of the employee onboarding starts. We can view the status of this on the Automation Edge UI. So here I'll just refresh this page. And you can see that the execution has already started. Now, in this example, we are going to create the accounts of the employee in SAP. Now, SAP is UI-based automation, so you will be able to see it over the screen. So that is why you are at this console here, wherein you can see the SAP automation taking place right in front of your eyes. And we're going to create accounts in Active Directory and also in Salesforce. But because Active Directory and Salesforce has got APIs, we're going to directly connect with those APIs to automate the process of account creations on them. Only for SAP automation, it is UI based, so you will be able to see it over your screen. Now you can see how the bot will open the SAP application, enter the credentials, log into SAP, create the account for the user, and it does not stop there. It also takes care of the activity of logging out from SAP. So you can be rest assured that there is not going to be an unnecessary license consumption here. The bot also closes each and every application that it is opening. So let us wait for the SAP automation to take place. And as you see here, we can combine together RPA, which is basically UI-based automation, and IT process automation, which is by accessing the APIs in one single process. It is not that you have to do some part of it manually and then use automation. We provide you end-to-end automation for any of your business processes. I'll just take this a bit forward. So here you can see the SAP automation has started. It is making the relevant connection selection, entering the credentials. It is logging into SAP. It is creating the account for Raina Philip. So here the username is mentioned. The account is being created, as you can see. And after the account is created, it is also logging out from SAP. So here, now coming to the status of the ticket, the status of the ticket is going to be in progress. This is the employee onboarding ticket, and you can also see that the request was approved. All the other details, such as the last name, first name that we provided, the department, and the email address to whom the details are going to is also being captured in that ticket. So the bot takes care of ticket opening, ticket classification, and also closing the ticket with all the relevant details. So let us go to the Automation Edge UI and also look into the status of the workflow. So here you can see that the workflow has completed execution, meaning that I have already received the credentials on my email. So in the UI also, you can see that the execution has got completed. So here the email has been sent successfully. That is a message that is received. You can download the user creation status file from here as well if you have access to do that. And here in my mailbox also, I have received the Excel file with all the necessary details. So it says that the user has been created in the system, hence closing the request. So let us open the Excel file and look at the various accounts that the bot has created for us. So here we have an Active Directory account created for Raina. We have an SAP account that we just saw over the screen. And we have a Salesforce account also created because we had added Raina to a sales account. And Raina has also been added to the sales group in Active Directory. So this is how you can have an end-to-end automation for any of your business processes with the help of Automation Edge. And you can also create your ticket in BMC Helix and auto update the ticket with the current status. So that is all from this demo.
Hey, thank you so much, Jinsi. That was really an insightful demo. So, unfortunately, we are already on top of the hour. There are many questions that I can see. Although I'd just like to take one here, one or two. So, one of the questions that I have got from one of the gentlemen who is attending today is it have to be Microsoft Teams or it can be done with any other messenger or chat application also? So, you can actually use anything, right, from Microsoft Teams, Slack Messenger, Telegram, WhatsApp, Skype for Business, any of these applications. And these are just some of the examples. You can use many more, can be used along with this. Does it require any special license to trigger RPA from the chatbot? No, it does not. It actually allows you to trigger any sort of automation. So, as Jinsi showcased, albeit through BMC Helix catalog, the same can be done through chatbot also, and the chatbot will be able to trigger whatever automation is required. You will not have to purchase any separate license for the same. One last question I would like to take before ending the session today. Um, mm, okay. Yeah. So this question is more or less about how easy it is to implement it. So it's actually very easy to implement this. It's mostly drag and drop, and it actually allows you to use these pre-built ready IT connections and easily build the workflow. Another question I've got is, I think that this is the latest one. Was this Cognibot? Yes, this indeed was a Cognibot, and one of the flavors of Cognibot, if I may put it that way. So I have many more questions, but unfortunately we have run out of time. But definitely we look forward to getting back to all of you with answers to these questions, and hope to keep the conversation going. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time and patience today to go through this.